the YouTube channel, I've got some air dry clay and therefore it does not need to be baked. I have a piece of clay that hopefully will just fit in my hand. And so I'm going to just kind of soften it and make it into a potato. This is terracotta. What I recommend you do now is you're going to take your fingers and lightly pinch. Lightly. I'm kind of using it like that. You see that? I'm just kind of softening my hands to make some feet or legs. I'm not sure yet. Now I'm taking my thumb and I'm patting it down. And I'm just kind of patting it. I'm not pinching it. I'm just patting it. And then I can take my thumb and slide it across like that. Wow, this is starting to look like a turtle. What do you think? So if it's a turtle, I'm going to need a head. So let's pull some clay out this way. Great. Let's take some of that clay and squish it over. Great. Alright, and I'm going to pull some from here. It's best to make it from one piece, but if you can't, you can always add. And so I'm going to start to pat it down with my fingers, and then I'm going to make the head, and I'm going to pinch it this way. It has a kind of a pointy head. I need more of a neck, so I'm going to bring my finger in and pull it in that way and that way, and then pull this out. Awesome. So I'm going to take the toothpick or the popsicle stick, whatever you've got, and I'm going to squish it down like that. Okay, so I'm going to separate the feet from the shell. And then what I can do is I can just lightly tap it. Good. And then I can take this and I can take the toothpick or whatever you've got and you can just slice it down. Whoopsie. I think I like the 2, but I'm going to do 3. So I just made little triangles there. And after I do that, then I'll use my fingers to smooth it out. So take your time. It's not going to be perfect. You're going to have to work with it. As you work, what I recommend you do is you take the little pieces and you put it together as one big piece. And you kind of smush them together so they reattach nicely. Okay, good. So I have that. I'm going to smush this together. I can add the tail, so the tail can be like, you can squish it down there and pinch like that. I'm not really pinching very hard. And if you want to attach it, you really need to make sure you've attached it. So I'm squishing it back on. Now this clay is really, really soft, so it's going to help it. This is just a popsicle stick, so I'm going to attach it like that. Alright, as I said, I'm going to do this with the toes. I'm using my fingers to just kind of pinch. Do you see that? And then when I'm done, I can move them around and change them. But right now I need to model it. I need to mold it as to how I want it to look. Alright, so let's flip it this way. I'm going to raise the head up. I'm going to squish the feet together, as I said. And squish the feet together. And squish the feet together so it's more of a sea turtle. Oh, was that the tail? I don't know. Just keep molding it. It takes time. And now the legs can kind of squish out. There we go. It's starting to look a lot more like a sea turtle. And this I think did belong there. And then this is the tail. Great. Oh, this I squished in for more of an arm. And now you can change the shape so it looks like it's in movement. And take your time, you know? And if you have time, you might want to paint it after it dries, or if this is earthenware clay, you can put it in the kiln. You know, squish that together. Alright, thank you so much for tuning in, liking, and subscribing to my YouTube channel. This is Cecily's Studio YouTube channel. Take care.